Hello, welcome to Spy Money. I am going to show you a new chart trader, an updated chart trader that comes with the Ninja Suite. So whenever you lease the Ninja Suite, there's only one price, and you get all the products and so forth. It helps you make you a better trader. But this is the chart trader, a Spy Money chart trader. You can pick your account up here. If you don't want to show your account, you can click that and it'll go away. Your are the same ATMs that you would have in NinjaTrader. You can create more all you want. You can also sync your ATM. So like when you enter a trade, and then if you add to the position, it'll automatically go to the stop and the target that you already have, or you can leave it disabled. I recommend leaving disabled, and I'll show you why. So I'm going to leave this unchecked, and you can pick how many contracts you want, and you're good to cancel. That's what I always use. And also it'll show your P&L that you have up here. So if you're in a trade and you're up $300, it'll show it there. We have the close all button, pretty self-explanatory. Then we have our buy orders. We have a limit, a stop market, and a market order. And then we have the sell limit, sell stop market, and also the sell market order. We can sync targets, which I'll show you in a second. You can also move your stop. So if you're in a trade and the price starts going up, instead of trying to grab your stop and move it and do all that, you can set for how many ticks that you want below the price, and you hit move stop, and it will automatically move that stop where 20 ticks from the price. So you can set this for 10 or 60 or whatever you want. And every time you hit this button, it will move that stop that many ticks below your the price. We also have bracket orders. Bracket orders is a real big thing. So if you're wanting, say you're trading the news and you want to catch the move, but you don't know if it's going to go up or down or whichever, you can go ahead and put your bracket order in where you'll have, say, a long order here and a short order here. And when the price hits one of them, it will cancel the other one out, and it will put your ATM that you have selected in there and then keep on going. So it's really good for news or high volatility or so forth. Or if you're just, if it's kind of just going to range and you could put a bracket order right here and you could put a bracket order here. Like on this over here, this is going up and down. You could have put a bracket order right up here for a long, and you could put a short right here. And then as soon as price decided where it was going to go, it would hit it, and then that would get you in a trade. So you're not sitting there having to try to enter those. So let's talk about the bracket order. So now this is after hours, so price is not moving, of course, but we can show you how the bracket orders work. So if we click this, that'll put a bracket order, and then you can go ahead and move this wherever you want. So if we were thinking if it breaks here, we want to go long. If it breaks here, we want to go short. So you can set these wherever you want, and then whichever one hits, it will do this ATM that you have selected, and it will cancel the other one out. So if it's going to go short, it'll hit this one, and it will cancel that one. Then your ATM will go, and then you can just manage that trade. So another way that you can do this is if you're wanting to do just like one bar, you can bring this down to here, and you can bring this back to here. So if you are just trading one bar and you want to do the breakout of that bar, you can do that as well. So that's how the bracket orders work. It does work really well. You can set your bracket order right here, and it will do the ticks above or below the price. Now let's just say that if you put a stop in here and you did a bracket, it would have to hit this exact price. And if it blows through it, then you're not going to get filled, because they don't, because you have this on 28 don't mean that you're going to have a fill at 28. And if it goes a few ticks below that, then that's going to make it, you're just going to miss the whole target. So you can come over here and put this on stop limit, and then you can adjust how many ticks of an offset you want. So if you have it on 4, then this one will go within 4 ticks of this limit order. It will fill the order. So it's like a market order, but a market order, I mean, if this blows through, it may fill down here on a market order. A stop limit will fill, within X ticks that you have selected over here. So if you have it set for 4, and if it goes through and maybe it's 1, 2 ticks below, it will go ahead and fill. So it's an adjustable limit order per se. That's what it would be like. So that's something we have added in here. We also have limit orders. So if we did, before we go to limit, let's go to a market order. So we're going to go ahead and enter a market long, and this will put our stop there. And if we bring this down, and let's just say we move these, and then we add another one. Since we don't have Sync ATM on, if we had Sync ATM on, it would fill and put our profit target up here and our stop right here. It would just keep on adding to these two right here. But if you don't have Sync ATM and you add it again, now you have different orders. So we're going to go ahead and move these down to where you can see that there's different orders. We'll just put several of them in here. Now this is really good. So when you're trading, and if you're trading large lots, say you're going 20 lots, well, you don't want the market makers to know that you just went 20 long. You want to fake them out. So if you do it this way, you can just keep on adding, and it will add these different positions in here. But let's say that you want to move all of your stops at the same time. You can. Well, if you just want to move one at a time, you can do that as well. But if you have a lot of orders, it takes too long to do that. So what we do is we do sync targets. So if we click on sync target, and then we click right here, it moves all of those stops in one place. Now if you grab this, it'll still move them individually. But if you hit sync targets, then it will put them here. If you hit sync target again, then it will put them all right here. If you hit sync targets above price, it knows that you're looking for the profit targets, so you can do that one. Now you have to keep on hitting sync targets before you move these, or it will move them individually. But if you just want to hit sync target and go. So if you know that you're going to be moving the stop, you just hit sync target and you can move it. Now one feature I think I'm going to add is lock sync targets. So it'll have a little button, and if you just want to sync targets after you do it, you can lock this, and every time that you grab a stop, instead of being individually, you don't have to hit this. It will allow you just to enable this to make it stay that way. So every time you hit your targets, it will automatically move them all at the same time. That's an update we're going to have next week. And so we're going to go ahead and close these out. And let's say, well, let me show you this. So if you go to market order, it's showing right here 0.3%. You can click this and change it to whatever you want. So if you want the dollar amount, it'll be there. If you want points, ticks, it's just like the NinjaTrader chart trader, how you would control this, but you can just click right here. So we're going to close this out. Now let's say that you have a limit order. So if price is coming down, and if it goes to right here and you want it to fill for a long, you can click that and it will go. So if price comes down and hits this, it will fill it and use this ATM. So you don't have to go through the right clicking and all that trying to get what you want. You can just click that. Now if you want to do a stop limit, then you can go ahead and if it breaks above this one right here, or even this one, let's say this one, then you can go ahead and put your stop limit in, and what it will do is when this starts going up and hits that, it will go long. So your stop limit is also to where if it comes down to here and it breaks this, say if it breaks this bar right here, you want it to go ahead and go short, you put that one in. If you're looking to have one go at this EMA, which this is a 200, it's a good one to find direction. You can come up here and you can attach it to it, or not attach it to it, but you can put it there. Now what we're going to do is in the next week we're going to make this to where as this this EMA would come down, your stop limit would actually, or your sell limit would actually go with it. So you can attach it to those indicators. That's going to be next week. But for now, this is just an update we've done. This is our basic part of it. We're going to have a lot of different orders added in here to where you can change things. We're also going to do one to where, let's say you want to do 30 contracts and you want to go long 30 contracts, but you don't want the market makers to know that's 30. There's going to be a button that you can click over here. And when you click on it and then enter ever how you want here, then it will enter the trade, but you can adjust it to where it will only do like, 1 to 4 contracts at a time, and it will enter, say, 4 contracts, and if you're doing 30, it will do 7 orders at 4, and then it will do 1 order at 2, and it will spread out all of your take profits and your stops, and then the only thing you have to do is click your sync targets and then move it to where you want. So you can still do it, or you could just put different orders up through here. It's going to be really elaborate. It's going to work really well. That's going to be next week. We'll have that done next week. So, but this is a very good indicator. It's a chart trader. It's a very good chart trader to use. It's much better than the NinjaTrader chart trader, because if you wanted to do a bracket order, I think it's 7 steps you have to do every time you want a bracket order. Now you just hit bracket order in 1 step, and you control how far away you want here. So let's just say that you wanted at 15. So now when we hit it, it's going to be a smaller bracket order. So you can choose this according to the time frame you want. I recommend that you use it, not necessarily a tick, a standard tick, but if you just want one to get the order on the chart, and that way you can move it to where you want. You may want, this right here. If it comes down and breaks this one, you want to go short. If it breaks this up here, you want to go long. So a 40 is just to get it on the chart. And then once you get it on there, you can adjust it where you want, based on your price action that you're trading. So this will help you out. You may be asking, what indicator do I have on here and how does this work? I'll show you this real quick. Use a 200 EMA, and all that does is just show you a direction. If it's above the 200, it's probably going to be longs. If it's below, it's probably going to be shorts. It's not a definite, but you can see the 200 is going sideways here. But the price is still moving, so how would we trade this? Well, if it's below, if we just take this right here and we start here, this one's below. This is the options indicator, and that's what I use to trade options with, and I made it to where we could trade futures. But just on these right here, these are the entries that you would have. This one would probably be a loser. This one, and then we would not have taken this one, and we would have taken this one here, and then we would have taken this one here. And the only thing we're doing is if we are short above this, we don't take it. This would have been a bad entry here. And then when this comes down, then you take this long because it closed over the 200. This one we wouldn't take, but this right here we would. So these are trades, that are actual trades, and you can use this on a bot. We have a bot that will do those exact trades right here. It'll do every one of them. So if we come back over and look at a lot of people like to trade the open. I personally don't like the open on the futures. I like to wait, 10, 15 minutes after. But if you're going to be one of those that trade the open, right here would be the open. And you would not take this long. You'd wait, and then you would take this long here. And then you would take this one. And you would take this one here. Depending on how you did it, you could have got 750. You would not be taking that short. This one right here, the way it's chopping around here, I don't know what you'd do. I probably would have entered long right here and had my stop down. I might have got stopped out here. If I did, I would have entered here, and then it would have caught this. So one way or another, you would have made money there. Again, right here. So this is a pretty easy indicator to use, and it works very well. We try to go for 50% of our trade. So if we're trading one contract on NQ, that's $1,000. And so we're looking to make $500. This one right here would have almost made our $500. It's close enough to where, that one trade's all you would have needed. And then, you could have made a little here. This one would have been a loss. This one would have been another $500 winner. So this is how that works, just to give you a little example of what we're looking at. The chart trader makes it very easy to do this. And one thing that we will do, well, actually, even the bot, if you're trading with the bots would have entered every one of these trades. And you could have set it to where, once it enters, we always recommend to manage your bot. So when it enters the trade, manage your stops. The bot will put in the stop and take profit on generic terms, but you're really better off to kind of manage it based on how I teach you to use it. Bots work really well, but they're not a set it and forget it. They are, turn it on, and then when it enters the trade, you manage that trade. That's the best way for the bots. But if you have any questions, let me know. And just to give you a little idea of how to get into the Ninja Suite, I'll show you this real quick. And so you go to spymoneyllc.com, and you want to go up here to the Ninja Suite. When you click on that, you're going to have to do one step for me, and you can watch this video and it shows you how to do it, but you have to agree to these terms before I will let you join. And what you want to do is click up here, drag down, you want to copy this, so Control C, and then you're going to come up to Contact Us. When you click on Contact Us, there is a message down here, and you're going to hit Control V as in Victor, and you're going to paste that, and that means you agree to all these. You're going to put your name, your email, your phone number, and you're going to click Submit. Without doing that, you do not get to join. So you have to agree to the terms, and I do it this way just so that you can't say that, well, I didn't read what I checked. So now you have to, send me an email, and it comes in, and you agree to these terms. I want everybody to join and know what they're getting into. So when you read those terms, it says exactly that bots are not set it and forget it. Bots are to be managed. We use the bots for entries, and then we just try to manage it from there. However, they will do a lot of different things as far as your basic stops and trail stops, or any kind of stop you want, it will do it, and it will also do the take profits the same way, but we recommend you manage it. We also offer funded accounts we recommend funded accounts. And the three I like are these three here. I've got four on there, but these three are the better ones. They all have their quirks about them. So just read through them and see what you think. You can click on each one of these logos and it'll take you there. There's some discount coupons down here. They change these percentages so much I can't keep up with them. So just use these coupons. You'll get the best rate that you can get, and you sometimes even more than what they're offering you'll get. So just use these coupons to help you out. Get signed into that. If you don't have a computer that's up to par, just click on the BPS at the top. Click on this here. This is the one I recommend. It does a really good job, and if you do this one, it's very reasonable, and it will allow you to have a fast computer with no downtime on the internet. But if you have any questions, let me know. If you just have questions outside of what we've discussed, click Contact Us and send me an email. I'll answer the best I can. Again, go to the Ninja Suite, and this will explain what you need to do and get you started. It tells everything that you need right here, and if you still have questions, scroll down to the bottom. Again, you get all the bots that are available. You get all the indicators that are available. You get the chart trader, drawing tools, toolbars. I mean, you get a trade copier. You get everything that you need to trade in one package. You don't have to buy anything else. You just pay the lease. It is a 30-day lease, so if you lease it today, it will be due again 30 days from today. It's automatic renewal unless you cancel it. Here's a bunch of the questions that I get. Read through those before you send me a contact, because it will probably answer your question. I very seldom do I get a question that's not in here. And there's some different videos and so forth. But if you're interested, just follow the instructions, get you started. Once you join, you will get immediate access to everything. So if we go to my account up here, and when you scroll down, this is going to be like where you do your machine ID. You're going to have the Getting Started with the Ninja Suite, the newbie section, to really just teach you and walk you through everything you need to do. Here's the download files, and the setup instructions and so forth. You've got all the tutorials. You've got live stream videos that we've done. Anything that you need is going to be right here. It's a lot of information. It is overwhelming to some, but right now most people are using the options bot, the flame bot, and let's see, options, flame, and I can't think of the other one. But anyway, there's three different ones that most people are using, and the man of word direction. So the man of word direction, and they're using that with the Firebot and the Razorbot. Most people are finding the Firebot works best with it. So the Firebot, Options Bot, and the Flame Bot. Those are the three bots that most people are using, and those are the three manual strategies that most people are using at the current time of this video. Have any questions, let me know. I would be more than happy to help you. I'd like to get you started this weekend. That way you can go ahead and get things loaded up, get through some training, knowing how to do it, and start off Sunday night or Monday morning and get started trading. You guys have a great weekend.